Let's talk about 12 books recommended by 12 of my friends. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about 12 books recommended by 12 of my friends that I need to read in the next 12 months. We used to call this the 12 by 12 and 12. It floated around Twitter every year for the last few years. And now I'm seeing a lot of booktubers call it the 12 books by 12 friends. And so I have done this challenge in the past. It didn't go well. I kind of feel the need to explain a little bit. So between my dyslexia, my ADHD, some trauma brain stuff, my brain says, don't tell me what to do. And so sometimes with TBRs, I come up against this. Sometimes with things people recommend to me, I come up against this. Don't tell me what to do. And it's kind of a mix of my ADHD and my trauma brain battling in my head. Add to that, I have dyslexia, so sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to read the chonker books. Don't make me do it. So I have issues with that sometimes, as you guys have probably noticed. But I'm very, very excited for this list of books, and let's talk about them. I want to point out that usually I ask on Twitter, and that has never gone well. People don't know my taste well enough to give me recommendations on Twitter, so I was really careful about who I asked this to. And so I asked my Discord, I asked on Wizardly Reads Discord, and I asked on Jake's Discord. So I will tag their YouTube videos down below so you can check out their Discords as well. But a good majority came from my own Discord. And the first of those is from Tessa. She picked the Ashfire King, which is the follow-up to The Stardust Thief, which I have already talked about on my channel. You guys know that I really enjoy it. And it's about Jen and a thief. I love thieves and assassins. So I'm so excited that this got added to the list. Here's the thing. This book keeps getting pushed back. So we're not really sure when a release date's going to happen. And so she kind of gave me a supplemental recommendation, which would be the next Emily Wilde book. So I will either be reading The Ashfire King or Emily Wilde's Map to something. I can't remember the title of it, but of course I will post a picture. And both of these series are series I have already enjoyed. And Tessa was going with a safe pick because I'm hard to choose for. And I'm aware of that, guys. I'm aware. Secondly, my friend Hamedi, he recommended Merciless Waters. Sapphic horror. That's all I know about this. That's all I know. But I am a huge horror fanatic, so he knew that. And I am just pumped to read another horror. And this cover is so intriguing. I don't know anything about this book though, so I'm going into this one blind, completely blind. My next two, if you guys are unaware, I am friends with Cal Black and Essa Hansen. They are on my Discord. We talk all the time. And so I allowed them to pick their own books. So Cal chose, obviously, No Port in a Storm. I'm very excited to get back to Millie. I'm very excited to continue on with the series. I know that she's working on the third one, so I love this world. I love these characters, and I love the fantasy Western. I love it all. I love everything about this world. I can say the same for Aethera Grave, which is Essa Hansen's pick, obviously. I love The Graven as well. I am a huge fan of it. I love Nofet Gloss so much. I love Azura Ghost as well. But these characters, now I'm not a character-driven reader, but Essa has built such interesting worlds and such an interesting concept within The Graven that I'm always drawn in. I love her writing. It's kind of purple. And I don't mind purple. We've all established that as well, right? Like, I don't mind purple. But Aethera Grave, I'm so excited for. It's the conclusion to a series that I love, and I will be sad. Tears will be shed, just because I will no longer be able to glom onto these characters. Now, it did take me quite a while to read Azura Ghost. I don't think it's going to take me that long to read Aethera Grave. Just had a lot of stuff happening last year, and so I ended up not getting around to it. Next, and we must discuss this because my friend Andrew, I talk about him a lot. we are the ones that have completely differing tastes. And if he likes a book, I'm probably not going to like it. If I like a book, he's probably not going to like it. There are some things that we agree on though. So there, we can share recommendations when we think the other person's going to like it too. Typically the books that we both like hit at like a 3.5 or 4-star for us. It's never a favorite, but I had a copy of The Dragon's Path by Daniel Abraham, and he convinced me to sell it because I wasn't going to like it. And guess what his choice is? The Dragon's Path by Daniel Abraham. He was like, Uno reverse. I was wrong. So yes, I'm very excited. I have tried The Expanse and didn't like that. I started LPQ, Long Price Quartet. Not my thing. I got rid of the first book. But this one I held on to because it sounded so interesting. I also had Age of Ash. But this one was the one that I was like, but maybe I will like it. It sounds so good. And then he's like, yeah, I think you will. So I am adding The Dragon's Path to my list for Andrew. And even though I asked him if I could smack him if I liked it, he was like, oh, sure, no. Oh, next will be Arenia by Carl Forshaw, by Usman. He's the one who actually recommended this to me. I'll tag his YouTube video down, or YouTube channel down below. I'm having an issue with words today. So over the course of the last year, me and Usman have figured out that we have very similar reading taste when it comes to dark fantasy. And so I'm very interested in figuring out, like, I know a lot of people have been reading this, but I haven't looked into reviews because I wanted to go into this one blind. And then when he was like, I need to talk to you about this one, I'm adding it to the list. I was like, okay, I'm very excited now. I'm very, very excited. And then Carl was kind enough to send me a hardback copy. It is in the mail, so I don't own it yet, but very, very pumped about that. He saw my book template that I posted on Twitter and kindly offered to send me a hardback. So I'm excited to get that in my hands. I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to discuss the book. And then my friend Kit recommended Little Thieves. We both really love Margaret Owen. Yes, I believe that is the author's name. But they love a lot of the same things that I do. And so whenever they recommended this one to me, I had every intention of reading it last year. They had recommended it to me before. I like downloaded it and everything. But then a whole bunch of my Libby holds hit. Like they started coming one right after the other and I totally forgot. We joke about having goldfish brains all the time. That is what happened with this one. But I'm so excited because, like I said, I love Margaret Owen's writing. And so I'm just excited to read more. I do want to read The Faithless Hawk, I believe. Sounds right. I'll post an image of that one as well. Because I did read The Merciful Crow last year and loved it. So yeah, very excited to get to Little Thieves as well. Okay, and then Niko. This is me going over to the Wizards Enclave Discord. Niko recommended The Will of the Many. I knew going to that Discord, someone was going to hit me with Will of the Many. I actually thought it was going to be Patrick Ryan that hits me with The Will of the Many. But Niko got there first. And so I will tag his YouTube down below. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this book. With what everyone has said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it. But I'm also worried that I'm going to be the one person that doesn't like it. I just don't know. I'm not sure what to think in regards to this book. But I mean, I hope I do. I want to like it. I think it could be great. We'll see. Oh, and Bookish Drummer. Harley recommended Legends and Lattes to me. Now, you guys know I'm not a cozy fantasy reader. However, this book has hit my radar a couple of times, and I'm like, maybe I should try it. And then she recommended it to me, and I was like, okay, this is my sign. This is my sign to read Legends and Lattes. There's a chance I won't like it. There's a solid chance I won't like it. But I have enjoyed, like, Emily Wilde this last year. And I've gotten to where romances and stuff like that, I do tend to like. But I can't guarantee that this will be the favorite blowout hit for me that it has been for everybody else. But I'm a little excited. Okay, and then again from the Wizards Enclave Discord, Miriam suggested The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez, and I'm pretty excited about this. I've heard nothing but great things about it. This is like one of the highest rated books on like Goodreads right now. And so I'm kind of pumped. I don't know anything about it though. I do have The Vanished Birds on my TBR, so obviously Simon Jimenez has hit my radar before, but I don't know. I love the cover of this book too. I just don't know much about it, but I'm going to read it because Miriam suggested that I do. And then Patrick Ryan did come through with Ascendant. Now, I've avoided this one because I didn't think this one was going to be up my alley. However, me and Patrick have pretty similar reading tastes. So when he recommended it to me and said he thought I would like it, I was like, okay, I'll try it. Like, I didn't have this on my TBR at all, but we'll see how this goes. And if you tell me I'm going to like it, I probably will. So we're going with Ascendant. And lastly, Megan, again from the Wizards Enclave Discord, said The Knife of Never Letting Go. Again, a book I have avoided, and I've avoided this book simply because I am dyslexic and the main character is dyslexic, and I've seen the book and how it's written, and I'm like, oh my, that's gonna throw me for a loop. And however, she said that the audiobook of it is quite good. Also a book I have owned and gave away before reading, sold it before reading it, because people told me that probably wasn't for me. But Megan added it to the list, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a go. I'm very excited for these 12 books. I will be attempting to read my way through them over the next year. I'm going to try and do one a month. Hopefully, I'll probably get through more than that, but I'm going to try to do one a month. And if I do more and I finish it, yay. If I don't finish it, oh, well, you know, I have that tendency to do that, but I do think I can get through these 12 books. All right, that is it for my video. If you would like to support my channel, I do have a Patreon, and if you'd like to connect with me in any other way, I have my links in a Linktree link down below. Bye.